Hello everybody and welcome to episode 21 of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I am HereticPlus and we are here in the Temple of Time after just defeating Ganondorf, the Phantom of the Ganondorf, in fact. I hope you guys really loved that little skit I made with my footage and my vocal cords, because it took a lot of work actually and I really loved making it. So when you beat the Forest Temple, you can come back here and Sheik, who is currently blocking your path, will now step aside. You destroyed the wicked creatures that haunted the temple and awakened the sage. But there are still other sages who need your help. In order to awaken all the other sages, you must become even more powerful. You must travel over mountains, underwater, and even through time. If you want to return to your original time, return the Master Sword to the pedestal of time. By doing this, you will travel back in time 7 years. The time will come when you will have to return here quickly. I will teach you this for you when that time comes. The song to return you to the Temple of Time, the Prelude of Light. Yeah, so now we learned an awesome song to teleport us here. You know, we're really going to be fast on our feet when we can just teleport places. Ba-da-ba-dum. I don't know why she taught us this, like, after we got done with this area. It's normally before, right? But I guess that was, like, the Temple of Time, sort of. So really, the next few episodes, we'll be doing a lot of side quests, getting a lot of cool gear and items. And really, there's many ways we could have done it. We could have even done a few things before the Forest Temple that I didn't want to show you yet. I want there to be a decent amount of stuff to do between every temple, especially since I'm doing some of it pretty early, with how I did the ice cave and such like that. So, you will find that, no, as long as you hold the Ocarina of Time and the Master Sword, you hold time itself in your hands. Link, we shall meet again. And Sheik says that every time that we encounter him. Alright, now, I just want to point this out, guys, because I was watching during that cutscene. This is the resting place of the Master Sword, right? It's like Excalibur, stuck in the stone. There's no slit in the stone. Have you noticed that? Where did the sword go? That does not make sense, but whatever the case, if you want to go back in time, you can traverse back in time between the original time and also your adult time by putting the sword back, like this. Hi! And we return to our prepubescent years. But at least we ditched the tights. Okay, so now that there's a lot of things that we want to do that we could not do before. Firstly, we're going to do something that we can do because we have the Bolero of Fire now. This is an area that we could not reach before as a kid because, of course, we would burn up and die. But now that we can kind of warp halfway there, we can plant a special, bean plant seed there. So, go ahead and play the song. Shoot, what is that? There we go. The Bolero of Fire. Warp to Death Mountain. Yes, I will warp to Death Mountain, and we're a shiny red flare. So here we go. It's hot in here, fine. Like I said before, the more hearts you have, the more time you have in this area. So we have 14 hearts, so we have almost 2 minutes worth of time. Really, we could have gone here without doing this, except for one little thing. And that thing is the fact that we cannot hookshot as a kid. So, when we plant the bean here, when we're an adult, of course, it'll go up, and there's a heart piece up on top of, I think it's one of these two things. There's a heart piece up there. Which we will be able to reach as an adult now. So, yay! Good for that. So now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and... What's next on our list? Oh, interesting. I am going to warp to Lake Hylia. Actually, I will meet you guys back at Zora's River. I might as well not show you the journey, so I'll see you there. I'll see you at Zora's River. Alright guys, we're here at Zora's River. If you want to know the route, I of course warped to Lake Hylia, and then I use the warp portal to Zora's Domain. So that's a kind of a quick way you could instead warp to the forest and use the warp point in the Lost Woods to get here too. But I just chose this way. So now that we're here, you want to head over, firstly, and we want to... Why are we here again? We want to talk to the beans. Oh no, okay. Shit. Okay, so I remember what we're doing. Sorry, guys. It's funny because I just test ran this episode like an hour ago, and I already kind of forgot what I was doing. So over here, we could have done part of this when we were a kid, but part of it, but not all of it. So some frogs are looking at you from underwater. So if you pull out your ocarina, they'll all jump up. They are staring at us. There's something on my face. What's up? Whatever the case, they like music. So if you play different songs, specifically the 5 songs that are not warp songs, they really like those. I really hate playing the ocarina with the joystick on the GameCube controller. It absolutely sucks. I'm just saying, guys. I want my C buttons back. Young lad, you play the ocarina well. That melody is so fine, Ribbit. We all should practice it, Ribbit. Take rupees as a souvenir, yeah. So every time you play them a song, you get 50 rupees. This will be really nice if you want to buy some beans, but don't have very much money, because there's 5 frogs in all, so that's 250 rupees you can get, which is amazing for money. I wish I had remembered that earlier when I was buying beans and I had to cut through grass to find some. But, so go ahead and play through all the songs. Not all of them, but the ones that you want to play are Zelda's Lullaby, Saria's Song, the Sun Song, the Song of Storms, and the Temple of Time, the Song of Time. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and play through them all real fast. It's not a big deal. And every time you play that, 1 frog will grow. And so when all 5 of them grow, you'll get something pretty special. So there we go, there's another frog. Now... Sucks that our wallet is full. Now I shall play... the Song of Time. Yes, I know, you're so happy. And now for the last song, which I believe I've not yet played, Saria's Song. Yes, I believe that's right. So if you play Saria's Song, of course, I didn't do this before because we didn't have the Song of Storms yet. We can't get that till we're an adult. So there you go. So all of them are now large. Great. So now if you talk to them again... they'll be like, oh shoot, no, first things first. Play the Song of Storms. They really, really like the Song of Storms. Well, they're frogs, it makes it rain. They like the rain, they're amphibious people. So play the Song of Storms, and wow, that melody is so cool, Ribbit. Singing in the rain, oh, what a feeling, Ribbit. Please take this as a token of our froggish gratitude, Ribbit. Alright, see you. And they give us a heart piece. This is one of the 4 that we're gonna get. We should get 4, maybe 5 before the next dungeon. 4 is probably a safer bet, though. So now there's only one more thing that they can do. Once they're all huge and you've gotten the other heart piece, they have decided to form a band of singers. They are their famous, fabulous 5 froggish tenors. Ribbit, yeah. So I would join that group. So basically a bug will fly over their heads, and if you play the note that corresponds with their frog, then it will eat it, and once you do all of them, they give you another heart piece. This is really difficult for me. It's really hard on the frickin' joystick, because it thinks that I press wrong buttons when I don't. So I might have to edit out most of this, but I'll try it the first few times. Yep. Oh. Come on. One more time, and then I'll edit it out. I think it's the same order every time, actually. I just did it. Come on! Almost done. That was almost the entire thing. On the C stick, this is pretty easy. On the joystick, it's hard because if I press a diagonal button, it thinks it's wrong. Okay, so I will see you guys when I have finished this puzzle. Goodbye! There we go, I did it! Young boy, you did great! Perfect, you are stuffed, Ribbit. What does that mean, you are stuffed? Oh, we are stuffed. Okay, I read it wrong. Sorry. Would you take this token as a token of our gratitude? And we get our second heart piece number 2. Great, so now that we're here, I will tell you that there is, now that we planted that bean in the fire, outside of the fire temple, there is something else we can do here. Or not here, but with beans in general. So we'll go all the way back to the original area. And there is one more bean that we really have to buy. I've got a lot of money, so I'll just buy till he's sold out, just for the heck of it. We didn't plant a bean everywhere. I only told you to plant them where I thought they needed to be planted, and that's true. But if you want to plant more, you can go ahead. I might just for kicks if I walk across them, but go ahead and talk to this dude again and buy the last of his beans. He should have 3 left, which are going to be 80, 90, and 100 rupees, I believe. We only need 1 of them, though. But I'll buy them all anyway. Just to be a completionist. Man, they've really priced up from being 10 rupees when we bought the first one. This is just ridiculous. 100 rupees, 10 times the original cost. Alright. So now that we have those, I will meet you all in Kakariko Village, so I'll see you there. Alright guys, here we are in Kakariko Kakariko Village, and we are about to do a little mini dungeon. This is, do you know how, well, like, we did all the prep work for the Forest Temple, for the Fire Temple, the Ice Cave was like the prep work for the Water Temple. This dungeon is the prep work for the 5th temple? No, 4th temple in the game, which we will not do for a very long time, but the item I want to get pretty early on. So we can get a heart piece and a few other things if we get it early. So what we want to do is come in here to the well, and if you remember when we were an adult, and we talked to this dude, and he taught us the song, he was like, some green kid came in and messed up the windmill when you played this song. That green kid was us, 7 years in the past. So now that we've learned that, we can come in here and hopefully play the right song. Play the Song of Storms, and once you do this, it will become obvious what you have to do. So I'll just let you see. The windmill speeds the heck up pretty quickly, and the music goes off tune too. And then outside, watch what happens. It's going crazy! And also, the water in the well starts to drain. So now we can go down there, which is the location of our next mini dungeon. This dungeon is not very long, but I think the episode has already been so long that we're gonna need to do 2 episodes for it. Really, half episode of both episodes to get it all done. But I don't know, maybe I can do it pretty quickly. I will say that this dungeon is not one of the best known to me, so I might make a couple of missteps. Literally, missteps. If you've seen this before, you'll know what I mean. If you haven't, well, you'll find out. This is bottom of the well, and this is a freaky, fucking scary as hell place if you are 5 years old. I really wanted to leave this stuff behind me in my Amnesia LP, but I guess I'll show you some of it here, too. By the way, I've noticed an easy way to dispose of these guys is bombs. It's just kind of, you know, interesting. I like doing things different ways when I can. I would go ahead and equip the Deku shield, or not the Deku shield, the Hylian shield here. There's really no need to ever block in this area, and more than that, there are a few enemies who will melt your shield if you're using the other one, which will suck. So over here, we've got a skeleton dude. So, what's up, Navi? I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. Look for the Eye of Truth. That's what they are saying. So that's what we're looking for. As is the case with most dungeons, there's usually some special item that we get there that helps us out in the future. So first thing you want to do in the well is head this way. Head to the right, and head way down to the left. First, but there is a hidden spot here you can go grab. The Eye of Truth. You see, in this area, lots of things are invisible, and in other parts of the world too. But especially around this dungeons area, like for this temple corresponding with this place, as well as the next one, there's a lot of invisible stuff, which we need a special eye. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's a giant bubble in here for some reason. I don't think we can kill it. We might be able to, but I'm not gonna bother. He'll never try and attack you. And like I was saying, watch your step, because some areas, you will literally die if you, fall down a hole in the ground that you didn't know was there. So come over here and play Zelda's Lullaby, and what this will do is it'll make all of the, water that's still here in the well, it'll make it all drain, which is pretty nice. Speaking of sewer-like areas, man, the sewer in fucking Amnesia the other night freaked the hell out of me. I hated that area. Luckily, it wasn't very long, but... Ah! Stupid Skulltula. Blow it up. Goodbye. Okay, watch your step over here, because I believe right there's a hole in the ground, so don't fall down it yet. Walk way over here, and you want to drop a bomb right here, which will blow this up, and you open it up, you can grab Deku Nuts, which we don't need at all, but why not? Alright, so keep heading down here to this area. I believe I'm going the right way. I believe I am. Yes, I am. Here we go. Down here, you will find a heart! Yay, worthless chests. There are a lot of worthless chests in this dungeon. That's really a mainstay in most of the child dungeons. They give you a lot of dumb stuff, but this room is really special, and you may not have even known it was here. It's not necessary to... most people, I think, when they do the well, they just come in, grab the item that they want, and they leave. There's nothing wrong with this. I hated the well when I was a kid, so I didn't do any unnecessary exploring. But there's quite a bit of stuff to get, including a compass, a dungeon map, some other keys, some Skulltulas, that you need to get everything to do. So this here is a Gibdo. They're like, they're like Redeads, but slightly stronger. So kill it, and then Deku Stick it. It is nice to have our Deku Sticks back. So basically, when you light a torch, it will open up the coffin next to it, and inside are some of these dudes. Most of them, there are bats inside, and in one of them, there is a key. I know which one this is, so I'll just show you that one. I don't want to waste time fighting all the other dudes. There's really no point. But inside of this one, there should be 2 keys, who are the bats, of course, as well as in the bottom of it, a key. And it's interesting to note that this is the only one in the game, I think, that you can get the key, and it's not in a chest, it's just sitting there. Which is kind of cool, because they don't do that in any other dungeon, I don't think. So there we go, that's our second small key. Very nice. So now we're gonna go and grab the third small key. Just for kicks and giggles. Alright, there are 3 keys in this dungeon. The first 2, like how I found the first one in that hole in the wall, there's a second hole in the wall just like that. Here? Yes, here it is. And you can grab another one. Whoa, shoot. Hey, that worked. I didn't think it would. Is there a thing here? Okay, that area is not important yet. Let me think. Where is the thing? Here it is. So if you jump down here, you will find that there is a hole in the wall, which we can go through because we're a kid. This entire area is not accessible when you're an adult. I did not show you, but when there's no water in the well and you're an adult, the well is sealed up, right, with cement at the very bottom of it. There's no way to get through. Come on, buddy. Kind of a shame, so you have to do it when you're a kid and lower the water. There's a reason for that later, why it was sealed. I'll tell you that in a bit. It has something to do with the monsters here. Something to do with them. So in this room is the so-called boss of this area. He's a pain in the butt, but to get him to appear, you gotta get grabbed by these things. And when you do, what the fuck is that? Oh God, God, come on. This is Dead Hand. Watch out for its infinite hands, aim for its head. This monster is a pain in the backside, to be honest, guys. The only reason why I'm going to use the Kokiri sword against him is because oftentimes the dive attack on the stick will actually miss, because his head is the only weak part there is. The only way to make him appear again is to be... Shoot, come on. Is to be grabbed by our hand. So you gotta get grabbed, and he'll come down, you can smack him. If you don't do that, he'll stay underground hiding. Come on. Come on. Ooh, close one. Let's go, Dead Hand. Ironic that your real body has no hands at all. Although they might be underground. Like he has tentacles or something. Like some horrible hentai. Not that I've ever seen any hentai, viewers. Wink, wink. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. And he's dead. He drops a lot of magic. We don't really need it. It's for the item he drops, because he drops a big chest, inside of which is a very, very nice piece of gear for us. And if you want to cut out quick, if you don't want to grab all the Skulltulas, you can leave the dungeon now. In fact, you could have just gotten the one key. Or not even the one key. You don't need any keys to do this dungeon at all. Or to get this thing at all. But yeah, this is the Lens of Truth. When we have it equipped to our C slots, like I will soon show you, it, as you can see, it lets us see through things that are invisible, but there's nothing in here like that, I don't think, at least. Oh, yes, there is. There's a chest here. See, we would not have been able to see that chest if we did not have the Eye of Truth. But there's a huge rupee, which is, I believe, worth... Is that worth 200, or is it worth all of your money? I don't remember. Whatever the case, it's worth a lot of money. Try and avoid this guy if you want to. Yeah, it's worth 200, I believe. I actually did not know that was there, guys, so that's kind of cool. On the other side of the hole, there's... I forget what this is. It's not important, I don't think. I don't believe it's important. Nope, just some bombs. Oh! Okay. So now that we have this, we can see through things. In this room in particular, I'll go ahead and equip another special item for us. Watch out for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. There are, wall masters here. So it'll drop down, Deku nut it, and then beat the shit out of it. We're weak because we're a kid, so I suggest using the Deku nut, as I just showed you. It takes not very many hits if you use it, a ton of hits if you don't. Do not go for that chest, you will fall down. Instead, go over here, head to the left, and there's a hole in the wall, as you can see. That is a bitch of a time. If you did not know that was there, oh my god, that's a son of a bitch to get. And we grab the compass here. We don't have the map yet, so let's go and get the map. But not yet. Not yet, guys. I don't need the map. I will show you where it is, just for your own sake, if you want to see it. But, in both of these rooms, to either side of... Watch out, the chests fly at you. In both of these rooms, by the thing, there is a Skulltula inside the room somewhere. This one, of course, is pretty obvious. It's right up by the wall. So just get out the boomerang and beat the shit out of it. So this is the first one that we'll have gotten in the well. Thank you. Skulltula number 63. We will have 66 by the time we're done with this segment. 65 by the time we're done with the dungeon. This episode, though, will... I might have to end it in a few minutes, guys. I don't think I want to make my time constraint. No, I won't make my time constraint. In here, there are some more dudes. There's some keys. There's this hidden platform. Like that wall, I think it's hidden. No, it's not. So yeah, we're walking on nothingness. Isn't that freaking awesome? But if you don't have this, really most things in this game that you need the Lens of Truth for, you can do without it. It's just a pain in the butt. You have to know the game really well not to need the Lens of Truth, but it is possible. So there we go, another gold skulltula. Now the last gold skulltula is oh shoot, you suck, monkey dick. You suck, monkey dick. Skadoosh, and you're dead. The Lens of Truth does constantly drain your magic, which is a pain in the butt now that we don't have very much magic in general, but later on we'll get a pretty sizable boost to our carrying ability for that. So now we want to head to the... Oh, there's that Flowmaster again. I forgot he was there. Man, we're lucky. I would go ahead and head this way. No! Ow. Because to the left, you see this is here. But if you go to the right... Or to the left, I suppose. And there's a hole there. Don't go to read this sign. On the left side, you can read it. On the right side, there's a hole in the ground. So go through here. And in here is another locked door. This is what you need the third key for. The keys are only necessary for skulltulas. That's kind of a jerk way of doing it. Do not step forward. There are holes in the ground all over the place. In this room, you want the slingshot and not the boomerang to kill the keys, because the boomerang will get stuck on the walls. There's not a lot of space, so you won't be able to complete your shots. And then you also want bombs for that, what's it called in the middle? I don't remember what it's called. Demos? That sounds right. So kill these flaming dudes. This room is actually kind of hilarious. I'll tell you why in a second. But, come on. There we go. Go ahead and kill that dude over there. Goodbye. And over we go. There's a chest over here, which... Oh, what does it have in it? I don't remember. Inside the chest are... rupees! Wow, that's a worthless prize. We have tons of rupees already. And through this door... Okay, be ready through this door. Be ready, be ready, be ready, or you will get rocked. Like, terribly, terribly, terribly rocked. So, arm yourself to the teeth, Kid Link style, and in we go. And here is a... an enemy that eats shields and certain clothes. Beat it quickly to get your gear back. If this thing swallows you... Can we stun it? Okay, we can't stun it, but you can get it with the boomerang. If this thing swallows you... Oh, wow, and I don't think Deku sticks work against it either. Oh, yes, they do. This wouldn't work then. Diving attacks don't work, I guess. So, yeah, if it swallows you, it will steal your Hylian shield, your Deku shield, and if you're an adult, it'll steal your clothes, be it the Zora tunic or the, Goron one. And, of course, it will steal another shield later in the game, but we don't have that yet. So here we've got the last gold skulltula in the dungeon, as you can see on the dungeon map. Yeah, we got it. We don't need the map at this point. I'll show you in the next episode how to get it, just to complete things up. But until then, this is the end of episode 21. I hope you all enjoyed and found this very informative. In the next one, we'll finish up, go get the dungeon map, just for the heck of it. And I will also show you the next part of this game. We will be going to get a pretty freakishly awesome weapon for Link. A gigantic, awesomely powerful weapon, which we could have gotten before, but I decided to wait, just to give a little bit of incentive after the first temple. So yeah, tune in next time for that, and I'll see you guys later. This is HereticPlus, signing out. Goodbye!